All right, today we're going to talk about a tool that can completely transform how you trade. We're talking about moving away from just reacting to the market and into a place where you're actually controlling your outcomes. And that tool is the limit order. It's simple, but man, is it powerful. So let's dive right in. You know that feeling, right? You're just glued to a chart, your heart's pounding, and you're terrified you're going to miss that one perfect second to buy or sell. That constant need to react, to chase every little price swing, it's not just exhausting, it's where we make our biggest mistakes. So what if there was a way to trade with a plan, instead of just panic?
And really, what that all boils down to is this classic battle in trading, your emotions versus your strategy. When the market gets all wild and choppy, it is so easy for fear or greed to just grab the steering wheel. You end up buying at the very peak or panic selling at the bottom. But a real strategy, that's built on logic, not a gut reaction.
So how do we actually make that jump? How do we go from just reacting emotionally to acting strategically? Well, you need the right tool for the job. And today, we're going to focus on what is probably the single most important tool for taking back that control.
So what exactly is a limit order? You know, it's beautifully simple. It's basically you telling the market, hey, I'm willing to buy this thing, but only if it hits this price or goes lower. Or I'm willing to sell it, but only if the price gets this high or even better. It's your order on your terms set in advance. And that right there, that's the whole game. A limit order puts you back in the driver's seat. You stop chasing whatever price the market is showing you at the moment, and you start telling the market the price you're willing to accept. That is what trading with precision is all about.
Okay, so how does this actually play out in the real world? It really just comes down to two main flavors of limit orders that you're going to use all the time. So on one hand, you've got the buy limit order. Let's say there's an asset you really want, but it's just a little too expensive right now. Well, you can set an order for the absolute maximum price you'd pay for it. That order just sits there waiting patiently. If the price ever falls to your target, boom, it executes. It's your shield against overpaying. And then, the flip side is the sell limit order. Here, you're setting the absolute minimum price you'll accept. Your order won't do anything unless the price climbs up to meet your target, which makes sure you get the value you're looking for.
Now, like with any good strategy, all this control and precision, it doesn't come for free. There is a really important trade-off that you absolutely have to understand. And this gets to the very heart of two totally different trading philosophies. A market order is all about right now. It's you screaming, "Get me in, get me out, I don't care what the price is, just do it now." Speed is everything. A limit order, though, is all about patience. It says, nope, I'm going to wait for the price I want. And that one little shift, it puts discipline ahead of impulse, and that is your #1 defense against emotional trading.
And here it is, the trade-off, plain and simple. The price you pay for control is the risk that you might miss the trade entirely. If you set your buy limit way too low and the asset just takes off like a rocket, well, your order gets left in the dust. It never fills. Same thing if you set your sell limit too high. The market might just never get there. It's a simple rule. You either get your price or you don't get the trade.
But look, even with that risk, when you use them the right way, limit orders are really the bedrock of a smarter trading approach. So let's look at how they kind of simplify everything.
And don't think for a second that this is some kind of niche, advanced technique. Nope. Limit orders are a workhorse. They are used everywhere. You see them with swing traders who are planning their moves over days, with crypto traders trying to navigate insane volatility, even with the automated high-frequency trading bots. Basically, anywhere that price discipline is the name of the game, you'll find limit orders.
So why are they so popular? It really comes down to three massive benefits. First, you get to optimize your entry point. You avoid that classic mistake of buying at the top of some crazy sudden spike. Second, you can automatically lock in your profits. Just set your sell target ahead of time and walk away. And third, and maybe most importantly, you're managing your risk from the very beginning because you've already defined your boundaries before you even enter the trade.
So at the end of the day, getting good with limit orders isn't just about learning a new button to click. It's a total shift in your mindset. You go from being a passenger who's just reacting to the market to being a disciplined strategist who's actually setting the terms. It's the difference between being pulled around by the current and charting your own course. This really is a core tool for any smart trader.
So I'll just leave you with this one final question to chew on. Take an honest look at how you trade. Is your strategy built on the patience and the planning of a limit order, or is it built on the impulse and the frantic chase of a market order? The answer, well, it just might change everything for you.